Khamzat Chimaev got it done against Gilbert Burns at UFC 273, winning a decision. See what fighters think of his performance in the latest edition of MMA Pros React.
He's a monster. I'm more impressed now than I was before. You know, honestly, because like it's great to be able to put the stat punch 3 times in 4 fights or whatever it was. You're like, but you know, everyone kept saying, "Oh, when he gets into deep water, he's gonna have trouble." Like, I didn't know what was gonna happen. What was gonna happen the first time Gilbert Burns hit him with a good punch? Like, that was my big question going into the fight. You know, is he gonna be fine? Is he gonna be okay? Is he gonna, you know, drop down and get dropped and have trouble? You know, Gilbert Burns cracked him a couple times and he recovered, no problem. He cracked Gilbert Burns a couple times and you know, Gilbert Burns didn't go anywhere, but he dropped him and he kept on fighting. Like, it was a great fight. I love the clip of him talking about like, oh, you know, like, why didn't you take him down more? Like, I took him down. He tried to break my arm with an arm lock. Of course I'm not gonna take him down. I'm not gonna mess with that jiu-jitsu shit. I love that part of it. You know, I'm definitely more impressed after the fact than I was going into the fight.
I mean, this kid showed heart, and man, he can take a punch, and he showed toughness. And for me, he clearly won that fight. He put a lot of pressure on Gilbert. Gilbert was, yes, he connects a couple of times, but Khamzat as well. But putting pressure and being dominant and searching the fight, searching the exchange, you know, the judges like to see that, you know. And if you are always backing up and counter, you know, so yeah. But I was really impressed that Khamzat couldn't take him down and control him like he did with the other guys. I mean, of course, Gilbert Burns, a great grappler, and a world champion, but yeah, it was a really interesting fight, and I think Khamzat showed big heart, big improvements, and yeah, I think this fight is very good for his career. But I would like not jump so fast to the champion or somewhere else, you know, because you know, I would like rather fight a guy in a 5-round main event to feel this and to feel that before I jump into a title fight or somewhere else, you know. So, and I mean, he's still young, so like kind of like he's 27, right? 26, I don't know. So he has plenty of time and is a big future for the MMA community, and yeah, this guy has potential. So, you know, and I've been 2 times in All Stars Training Center. I know the guys there. They train really hard there. So, yeah, I wish him all the best. And yeah, as many
I thought it was a split decision. It could have gone to either person. But you know what, though? It humbled Khamzat, because I don't think he was expecting Burns to make it a firefight the way he did, which was awesome. Like, I was rooting for Burns. Cause one, like, he's the nicest fucking dude on the planet, and I was talking to him pretty much most of the entire week, and I was like, yo, when I saw him, like, he's like, yo, I ain't backing down. I was like, this dude's just he's going for it. He doesn't care who this guy is. I'm like, get it, freaking Gilbert Burns. I'm like, get it, man. This is why you're your champion material right there, and he did it. So I think it would have been a split decision for either one. I don't think it was unanimous. But like I said, the judges, I don't know what they see sometimes.
I actually didn't even think it was gonna go like that, because I went to the PI a few weeks ago and I actually saw Khamzat, and I was training. I wasn't training with him, but I was training in the same room. And, you know, I'm a fan, you know, so I'm looking and I see the stuff that they kind of talking about. Like, these are the weeks that he's cutting weight. You know, he's a big 170. So, you know, but he's still looking good. He's still looking like he has a lot of energy and stuff. So I'm like, man, and I'm thinking that Gilbert used to be a 155er back then. And then just the way that he just looked, like how he was like holding people's hips and stuff. I was just, man, I thought he was going to be too much, you know, but it was a great fight. He still won, but a lot of people thought it was close. That fight was close too. But the thing I was like really impressed that Chimaev was able to take shots and stuff. I thought, like, since he took like one shot, maybe he's so used to being the hammer. So when he got a little bit of adversity in his fights, he would like break a little easier, and he still didn't. So that's what I was like, okay, this kid's kind of for real. Like, if nothing happens quick like how he wants it, he still doesn't break. You know what I mean? So I was impressed about that big time.
I thought Gilbert won that fight. I thought Burns won that fight for sure. I clearly had him winning rounds 2 and 3. So I kind of felt bad for him, but I'm glad he got his win bonus and the respect he deserves. But of course, Khamzat, I mean, stepping up in competition to number 2, I mean, that's being overlooked too. Like, people are saying that, well, he lost. I'm like, dude, but he has 4 fights in the UFC, fighting number 2 guy in the world. I mean, that's so impressive.
Yeah, it was just fun to watch. It was entertaining, but it was not. It didn't seem like super technical. It was kind of like Michael Chandler and Gaethje. It kind of was a lot like that fight. You know what I'm saying? It kind of like technique went out the window, and they were just kind of throwing for a minute. But I mean, that's kind of what you have to do at some fights, you know, just to prove yourself. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think Chimaev looked like, you know, he's a good fighter. You got to respect his skill set for sure, and he has heart. You know, he gives a fuck.
I love that fight. It shows that they had a lot of heart, and they both wanted to win really bad. And I wouldn't have mind if that fight was a draw. Wouldn't have been mad about that. I watched it again, and it's one of the hardest fights ever to judge. Like, I wish it was a 5-rounder for sure.
That was the one fight I picked wrong. I thought Burns was going to win. I thought Chimaev was maybe a little overhyped. Just he hasn't fought anyone. He hasn't. I mean, he's only had like 4 minutes in the octagon or something going against Burns, who is amazing. And so I had Burns to win. But what a fight! I mean, if I had to get a fight pick wrong, that was the kind of fight you want to see it on. It tested Chimaev. It was a test. He's impressed me. He is a title contender. I don't think he gets past Colby, but he will be in the title conversation for the rest of his career.
With that original flow, head kicks with the pros, picks up the fights or anything in the mix. Getting closer to the heart of the flame, bringing conversations with heavy hitting names. You feel the love of the game.